is Aisha Fadala. I am a co-founder of Mera Kitchen. So Mera started around 2017. The way I started with Mera is when I moved to Baltimore in 2016. I was as an immigrant, I knew how hard it was to move to a different country. So I wanted to work with other immigrants. I think that something is enjoying a meal together. It was pretty simple that way, in the sense of that's what we enjoyed, is sitting around a meal, regardless of the different languages, different beliefs, different backgrounds, and sharing a meal. It's kind of bridging those differences that already exist. They asked me, how do we choose the people? Do we decide on the cuisine first and then the people? And I said, no, people come first. The person comes and then they generate their own food or what they ever want to create. So it's centering that idea of the food, an extension of the community, is a tool to connect us. I'm always fascinated by the people who are like, for example, we had a family the other day come from DC. They drove all the way from DC because the couple is Latin American and Middle Eastern. They were like, we never find a restaurant where there's two of who we are in the same menu. And I thought that was, it's cool when people see themselves, that intersection of different identities. We realized at some point that immigrant or refugee terminology, maybe it's not the best word to describe, because it's a temporary status. And I think it gave a lot of pity. A lot of people like, oh, I can't wait because it's immigrant. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it's a deficit-based perspective. So we moved away from immigrant, refugee, to more saying chefs from around the world, in the sense like, we want you to come here because the food is good. The word restaurant is not accurate of what we have. This place more of a storytelling, community building space more than a restaurant. And maybe that's the function of a restaurant. I don't know. I guess it's a fluid idea of what we want this place to be.